Hi, ladies. Are you suffering from some common symptoms that females do as they're getting into their 40s and 50s? Are you suffering from brain fog, memory concerns? Are you having more PMS as you lead up to your period? You're feeling more drawn out, more moody, less able to get your tasks done, just less energy overall, not as good of sleep, just generally not feeling as sharp? If so, this is super common as the hormone levels lower. Our female sex hormones, progesterone and estrogen, when we have higher amounts of these hormones circulating in our body, we actually feel more alert, more sharp, more motivated, able to get more things done. So if you're noticing that you're moving in a direction of feeling more sluggish, more tired, more irritable, not able to get as much done as you used to, this is definitely common, but it doesn't have to be normal. So what happens as the sex hormones lower is we actually have other hormones in our body and other systems that help to compensate and take over as our ovaries produce less and less estrogen and progesterone. But the problem is that oftentimes these systems that help with the takeover and compensation are out of balance. So a couple of these main areas have to do with our adrenals, which has to do with our levels of stress and how balanced we are there. And also, other key systems are our detoxification systems, including our gut and our liver. So I find with most women that I work with, if these other three areas are out of balance, so if you have bloating, constipation, stools that are just not consistent, if you're going to the bathroom every 2-3 days versus twice a day, and your stools aren't well formed, if you have bad gas, you're belching, you have heartburn, you have symptoms of GI dysfunction, if you feel like you have hot flashes, temperature fluctuations that feel beyond your control, a lot of these things are tied into dysfunction with detoxification in the liver and the gut. So we've got to work on these areas, the gut, the liver, and the adrenals, to help you feel balanced through this time of life as the sex hormones lower. So, although these symptoms can seem common and somewhat normal because a lot of women have them, it's actually not normal, and you actually should not have to deal with this moving towards and into menopause and beyond. So, if you're looking for a detailed solution that can really help you get to the root of why you're having so many symptoms as the hormone levels start to shift towards that change into menopause and postmenopause and beyond, which for many women now, our average age span for females is definitely 80, 85 plus. So most women are going to be living 25, 30 years plus in menopause. We don't want to feel tired and drawn out and in pain and not able to function and focus for the next 30 years of our life, do we? Of course not. Nobody does. Many women conclude that the only way to have these symptoms go away and feel like ourselves again, like we did in our 20s and 30s, is to actually add hormones. But I want to let you know this can be a solution for some women, and for some women it works great. Some women try it, it doesn't work well for them at all. They have side effects. Some women have safety concerns around this based on their health history, their family genetics and health history. So for some women this is not an option, and some women don't actually even want to utilize this as an option. Anytime you bring in hormones from outside our body versus hormones that are being produced inside our body, there is the potential for it to not actually go as planned. So we need to be thinking, what else can we do? There's a lot of things you can do naturally to help the body shift and compensate the way that it naturally should towards and into the menopause shift. So you can still feel motivated, sharp, functional, like you're able to maintain your weight, your figure, how you feel, your energy, your libido. Yes, this is possible, but we need to get to the root of why you're feeling out of balance. So if you're suffering, you're sluggish, your hormone symptoms are shifting and changing in a direction you're not wanting them to go, you need to get help. And it's better to get help now than wait until it gets worse and worse and worse. Because if you're in your 40s, it is going to get worse unless you do something about it. Why is that? Because the hormone levels are going to continue to shift. They're not going to go up from here, they're only going to go down, unfortunately. So we need to figure out, how do we get our body compensating and adapting to these lower hormone levels properly so that we can feel good as we go through these transitions instead of feeling terrible, feeling like crap. And again, there is a way to do it. So this is what I do with women all the time. I work with them to first understand what systems in your body are balanced, what systems are out of balance. So we need to do detailed, comprehensive lab testing to be able to understand what these systems are. And then from there, once we have the proper labs in front of us, which again is a comprehensive analysis of everything going on in the body, not just the levels of our sex hormones, Then we can develop a plan that's personalized to you and what's going on in your body. And I even go down to the detail with many of the women that I work with looking at your genetic predispositions, not for disease, but genetic predispositions for what systems are most likely to not be functioning as good as they could be because, for example, you may be missing a certain enzyme in the body. You may be not as efficient with detoxification or balancing inflammation, some of these key areas of the body that help us keep hormones balanced, especially as the levels shift and change. So we can check this from a genetic level as well. And the point being is, if you have a customized approach based on exactly what's going on in your body, even down to the DNA level, you're going to get results if you follow through with a plan because it's personalized exactly to what's happening with you in your body. So if you think you may want to learn more about why you feel like you're suffering so much with hormone symptoms as you get into your 40s, possibly 50s, and beyond, you want to get out of that phase of feeling tired all the time, sluggish, foggy in the brain, can't function, can't get things done. You're not happy with your weight. You're not happy with the trajectory of the way things are going in your body. I want to let you know that I'm here to help you. There is a way to get an answer to how you're feeling and why, and there is a way to put an actionable plan in place that's very customized to your health so that you can start to feel better now and you can actually get healthier as you age versus it being a downhill slide like we see with so many people around us. So again, feel free to reach out to me anytime. You can go to my website, www.angelasimpsonfunctionalmedicine.ca. That's a great place for you to book a complimentary consult and we can talk about your health, talk about if it might be a good fit for us to work together. I'd be happy to have this consultation with you. And then if you also can, if you haven't already, please like me on my socials so you'll see more and more of this information coming up if you're interested on how to learn how to rebalance your hormones naturally, especially as a female who's moving into their 40s, 50s, and beyond. There is so many ways we can get the balance back in our bodies and feel great during this time of life. You don't have to suffer. So you can go to my Instagram page, my TikTok page, my Facebook group, Functional Medicine for Hormonal Imbalances, request to join. And the rest of my channels are all through Angela Simpson Functional Medicine. Thank you so much. Give me a thumbs up. So nice to see you, and I'll see you again soon, talking about more and more topics about how to regain balance in your hormones naturally in your 40s, 50s, and beyond. Bye for now.